Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to week 48 of 52 Weeks with Spirit. If you are watching this, I hope you are having a wonderful day. And so far, you've had a great week. And if you haven't, that's okay too. It's okay to not be okay. This week, I fully intended to do a reading for you guys. However, Spirit has really been putting this in my path this week and last week with clients. And I felt like, you know what? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And, we're getting into the Christmas season and we're all a little stressed and we're running around trying to get everybody exactly what they need and exactly what they want. And sometimes needs are not going to be met. Sometimes the things people want are not going to be met. But I want to remind you of this. And there's this amazing book. Oh, what happened there? There's this amazing, there's this amazing book, and it's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff because it's all small stuff. And I've had this situation come up a lot in the last couple of weeks where people are stressing and overanalyzing and just kind of getting beyond stressed about things that they can't control. The things we can control are within our space, are within our bubble. We can control ourselves. We can control our feelings, our thoughts, our emotions. But then there's the things that happen outside of that. And I want to remind you of the importance of not sweating the small stuff, right? If you don't get the laundry done, you don't get the laundry done. Listen, I just finished 4 weeks of laundry, right? And I still have about 3 more weeks left to do. And there's what, a month left of 2024? Listen, depression is real. Mental health is real. Anxiety is real. Panic attacks are real. We need to stop sweating the stuff we can't control, right? I had a friend of mine message me late last night, and she's like, Tam, I don't know what to do. I have 4 children. We're on a fixed income, and I want to make sure they have everything they want for Christmas. And I said, I want to share something with you. And this is an idea that was given to me when my children were young, and I do it still today to my grandchildren. And it's the 4 gift rule. And you always get your child something they need, something they read, something they wear, and something they want. And of course, you're going to have stockings and Santa and a few gifts from there, right? But the real reason that we celebrate Christmas, or at least the real reason I celebrate Christmas, is to remember what Christmas is truly about. And it's in the name Christ Mass. It's about getting us back to that Christ conscious center. So when you're out and you're running around and you're trying to make sure everyone's taken care of, take a moment, take a pause, and just think about the real reason we celebrate this holiday. And I knew I was going to talk about this year, but I didn't know when, and I didn't know how, and I didn't know where. But I knew it needed to be done. Christmas is the season for the reason that we come together and celebrate. So what if you can't get your children everything on their wish list? Get what they absolutely want. Get one thing they absolutely want to make their wishes come true. The other thing is if there's any parents that subscribe to this, please do us all a favor. Don't give those big, expensive gifts from the old Saint Nick. Make sure those are from you because there's children out there that can't get those, that want them. I want to share a story with you. And I don't know if you've heard this story before or not, but from the age of 5 till I was 10, I would sit upon Santa's knee at the mall and ask him every single year for a Cabbage Patch Kid. That's all I wanted. And I never got my Cabbage Patch Kid. And he always said, if you're a really good girl, it'll be there under the tree. But it never was. That was from the age of 5 till I was 10 years old. Do you know what that does to a child's mentality? That makes them feel like they're not good enough. They're not worthy enough. That Santa doesn't love them. That they haven't been a good little girl or boy. Fast forward 30 years. And on Christmas morning, 5 years ago, I opened a package that said it was from Santa. I still have the letter. I still have the doll. But I got my Cabbage Patch Kid. And it renewed that Christmas spirit within me. You know, years previously, I've put up a little decorations. I've done a tree. I I know that there's not going to be a lot of Christmas presents under the tree because I live alone and I don't have family. However, for me, it's not about presents. And this year I've chosen to work over the Christmas holiday. Sure, I get Christmas Day off. We all do. But Christmas Eve and Boxing Day, I'm going to be working. And I'm going to be wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and to remind them not to sweat the small stuff. You've got this. When you feel like you don't have this, go to your Bible, get down on your knees and pray and ask God and angels and in the universe, of, depending on what you believe in, for that guidance, for the patience, for the compassion, for the love. And if you are like me and you don't have anyone to spend Christmas with, maybe find someone else that doesn't have someone to spend Christmas with. Maybe do something together. This year, I am choosing to, on Christmas Day, go to Lethbridge and take a bunch of English muffins, egg McMuffins, and hand them out to the homeless. And that's what I'm going to do on Christmas because I won't be alone then. And I'll have others to talk to and spend time with. So I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I'll see you next week for week 49. Can you believe it? We got 4 weeks left, guys. 4 weeks left to make 2024 the best year ever. And we can do it in the next 4 weeks. So if there's something you've been putting off, let's not put it off anymore. And prepare and get ready for 2025 because it's alive and we're going to be more alive in 2025. If you haven't taken advantage of next year's 52 weeks, or you haven't taken advantage of getting the 2025 year in vision reading, I want to remind you of it. You can get them both right now for $50 until November 30th, at which time the price will go up to $150 on November 30th. So go now. If you follow me on my Facebook page, message there, and you can get both of them for $90. I look forward to talking to you again next week. Have an amazing week. and stop sweating the small stuff because truthfully, it's all small stuff. And how do I know that? Because last week when I got my tires changed, I had a stud and a lug nut seize. I could have stressed out about it. I could have worried about it, but I just had to trust the process and have faith that I'm not going to sweat it. What's going to happen is going to happen and it'll get fixed. Wishing you all the best and a happy, happy week. I hope you slay. Remember, you are worthy, you're enough, you matter, and you've got this. Love and light.